Welcome back to another episode of Amanda's Kitchen. Today I am bringing you a keto-friendly meal that includes barbecue ribs on the grill. We got cauliflower that's going to be so good. And then for dessert, I've got a special treat for you with keto pumpkin cream cheese muffins. I'm so excited. The keto diet is a very popular diet right now. I personally have lost weight on it successfully. It's very good food. What I love about the keto diet is that you can eat really good food and still lose weight. If you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. When grilling, I'm going to give you a few tips. I suggest using charcoal because it just tastes better. I also suggest using a chimney starter. Also, don't forget to wipe down the grate with vegetable oil so your food doesn't stick. Let's get to the kitchen. Alright, so baby back ribs are a family favorite in this house. And what we have here is a nice rack of ribs. We're going to go ahead and marinate them for just a few minutes. We've got our Worcestershire. I'm going to go ahead and put that all over. And we are going to use our Everglades seasoning. This stuff is so good. You can be generous with it. Go ahead and give this a flip. And do the same thing to this side. If you have time, let this marinate overnight. If not, you will want it to marinate for about 20 to 30 minutes at least. As I'm waiting for my coals to turn gray, I'm going to go ahead and cut my veggies. I also had some broccoli in the fridge, so I decided to go ahead and use that up as well. Plus, it'll add some nice color. It's the size of my head. Now that our veggies are cut, let's go get our ribs on the grill. My coals look ready. I'm going to wipe down the grate with a little bit of vegetable oil on a paper towel. I'm going to use a 2-zone system. I'll be searing the ribs on one zone to get a good crust on the outside, and then I'll move it over to the other zone, that way it can cook through. This makes the ribs tender and juicy. Let's get these ribs on the grill. Like I said, we're gonna get a sear on each side, so this will only take a few minutes. I had some extra juice, so I'm gonna pour that over the top too. Now that we've let the first side get charred, let's go ahead and turn it over and get the other side going. Let's give it a flip. Oh, yes, baby. The flames are a little high right now, so we want to keep an eye on it. Okay, we're going to flip it over, move it to our cooler zone, and apply barbecue sauce. That is exactly the color we're looking for. This is my favorite. We're using the Cattleman's barbecue sauce, Carolina Tangy Gold. This stuff is so good. We're just going to pour some on top. And then take our brush and get that all over. I just realized that the barbecue sauce I recommended, while it is tasty, it's not keto friendly. So be sure to check your ingredients to make sure you're using the correct barbecue sauce for your diet. Just substitute whatever low carb option you have on hand. The goal is to heat the ribs to 185 degrees. We'll come in, flip it, and baste it one more time with the barbecue sauce halfway through. Be sure to use a meat thermometer to get the perfect temperature. We're going to be using our Steelmade flat top griddle to cook our vegetables. This is a great way to cook vegetables. It's quick and easy and fun. If you're interested in getting a Steelmade griddle, I'll put the link in the comments below. It's such a cool item. It sits right on top of your stove and you can turn it on and use it at any time. We'll go ahead and put our oil down on both sides. And spread that around a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and do our cauliflower. And over here, the broccoli. To this, we'll add a little bit more oil. I'm gonna drizzle with oil and season with Lowry's. This stuff is so good and salty. Once we have the oil and the Lowry seasoning on there, we'll give everything a good toss. For the cauliflower, we're gonna try to put everything on a single layer so that way it cooks evenly. I really like a good char on my vegetables, so we're gonna lay everything in one layer so it cooks and gets a good crisp coating on it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna add some water to the cauliflower to soften it up. Stay on your side. So our broccoli is looking amazing, and I believe it's already done. It's got the color that we're looking for. See that? That is exactly what I like. We're gonna move the broccoli over to the middle where it's not so hot and let the cauliflower keep cooking. I'm getting a nice char on all of these veggies, so now it's time to mix them together. That is good. It's been about 15 minutes. Let's check on the ribs and give it a flip, and we'll baste it one more time. This is looking amazing. And we'll get that bottom side to caramelize and get very yummy. Let that sop in. They're about done, so we're gonna take them off, wrap it in tin foil, and let them set for just a few minutes. Let's get this dessert going. Keto pumpkin cream cheese muffins. Good. I'll post the recipe in the description below. Preheat oven to 350 degrees. Grease your 12-count muffin pan. In a bowl, combine cream cheese, 4 tablespoons of powdered SWERVE, 1 teaspoon vanilla. Stir to combine. When it's done, set your cream cheese filling to the side. To make the muffin batter in a bowl, combine 1/4 cup butter that's been softened and 3/4 cup monk fruit. Combine until fluffy. Why did it go so high? Scrape down the edges to make sure it's all well incorporated. Continue beating. This should be light and fluffy. Now that this is light and fluffy, we're going to add our next ingredients. Turn it on to low and gradually beat in your eggs one at a time. Mix until well combined. Be sure to stop the machine every once in a while and scrape down the sides just to make sure everything's getting incorporated. Now we're going to add in the pumpkin puree, as well as another teaspoon of vanilla. Mix together. In a bowl, combine your almond flour with baking soda, salt, pumpkin spice. Whisk together and add to the mixture. I would add half at a time. Now we're going to put our muffin batter into our muffin tin And then take the cream cheese mixture and put it on top, and then a fun little swirl with a toothpick. Now add your cream cheese topping. With a toothpick, just swirl the cream cheese mixture into the muffin. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of get it in there. Now we're going to bake for 25 minutes or until cooked through. Smell you later. All right, I am starving. Let's check these ribs out. Drum roll. It smells so good. This looks amazing. Cut these to serve. Oh, do you see that? My mouth was watering. Okay, it's time to taste them. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one looks good for show. Okay. They're so tender. So juicy. So good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Timer's gone off, so let's take a peek and see how they're doing. Oh, they look perfect. They puffed up a little bit. Go ahead and take them out. I cannot wait to dig in. To make sure they're completely done, you can take a toothpick and stick it into the side, and if it pulls out clean, that means it's done. We'll let these cool and then we will enjoy. Okay, the muffins are ready. Let's give them a taste. This one looks good. Okay, I'm loving the cream cheese filling. They're so good. If you're missing your sweets, this is a recipe that you must try. It's the closest thing to a real muffin. That cream cheese mixture on top is so good. And I like to enjoy it with a cup of Keto bulletproof coffee. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.